to a level in your career. It's called middle management level. And there are like 7 or 9 of you qualified to go to the next level, which is top management. But you can only take one person at a time, or 2 or 3. So you find out that no matter how brilliant and dedicated you are, your chances of, not my words, changing the world, if you think you're qualified, are very limited if you don't understand that what you need really is, in my words, on education. Now, what changed my life? I'll tell you a short story. I went to UI and I studied microbiology, which I hate. I hated biochemistry, I hated zoology. And to succeed in, I still don't know why to succeed as a microbiology, you have to know zoology and biochemistry, but I hated those 2 courses. So even up to the point of exams, I'll be in the library and I'll be reading about music and arts and entertainment and all that. I loved music. Before I went to university, I had done so much on music. I had done artist management and all that. I had done events and all that. So what helped me, yes, I went to UI to study microbiology, but I understood that that was not all UI was about. So, some of the greatest books I've read in my life, I read in the library in UI. The library is called Kenneth Dike. Now, after I left school, okay, and I was trying to start my career, for instance, to us, he told us it was not his song. He wanted our genuine feedback. The guy, but for every Two-Face Idibia, you see 99 other artists who are playing their songs to you and they won't let you listen. Oh boy, this song, man, is the hottest thing ever. Can you see that? Can you feel that? And most times, if not all times, those songs never become hit songs. So when you are talented and you know, or when you're successful and you know it, I'll give you another example with all due respect. I'll give you another example. In 2004, there was an issue at the airports. Most people here might know with the 50 Cent and Hideo Abdulkarim saga and all that. And for right or wrong reasons, there were issues at the airport and all that, you know. And when you are, and I'll come and talk about business later, but when you're an artist and you're a performer, you're first and foremost a businessman. The people who give you business are your customers. You don't fight with your customers. Okay, and on December 2, 2004, I was at Idris's house, and we're talking about this, and he kept saying over and over that these guys will come and beg me. They need me to sell their products. Mark my words, I said that. They cannot sell their product without me. Note it. They will come and beg me. I am this, I am that. Now, you need to, let's contextualize it. This was at the time when if Idris jumps into this crowd from the stage, you guys will hold him up and pull him up. He was huge, right? He was very, very big. This was the guy that had like 3, 4, 5 top 10 songs at the same time. He was doing storyboards for the video. He was multi-talented. He was huge. He was the biggest hip-hop act in Nigeria, if not the only one at that time. He was huge. He will fill a stadium. I mean, so he was speaking from the point of knowledge. I know who I am. I am huge. But that realization brought arrogance. And of course, these guys never went to beg him. Instead, a few years later, he was the one begging. Now, what I'm saying there is, if at any point in time, you know, when people say somebody is humble, they say DJ Jimmy Jat is humble. They say, oh, Two-Face Idibia is humble. They say Alibaba is humble. It's nothing special. It's just that most times these people don't even realize how big, how huge, how iconic they are. They do not. He says it's cheaper to be humble. So most times they don't even know. The moment you know, so to link that with talent, the moment you realize that you are talented, you have something to do in 2 days and you keep procrastinating. The other guy who is not sure, he will work, he will stay up at night, he will read, he will research, he will do all that. So I cry a lot of times. I started doing this from a place where if you've lived in the ghetto, you will realize that there are talents. Up till now, my phone rings every day and I get calls from people that I started out with. brilliant guys, you will never hear most of their names. Okay? You know Major D? Okay, so you will see lots of people who are talented and they know that they are talented, and then he starts like this. The time you should use to invest in your work, to build yourself, you've got this talent. You can wake up and freestyle. If you have a show tonight, and I'll give an example. For every artist I know, be you a painter, be you an actor, be you a writer, and all that never made it big, that is somewhere suffering, can't pay your bills, can't pay your house rent, can't take your family. There are those who have actually made some level of success. And comparatively, maybe they should be at this level, but they are here. And as far as they are concerned, they are super successful. So what that awareness brings is that it limits the amount of work that you put into your craft. So you are better off not being aware or ignoring the fact that, oh, you have this. So if it's Femi Kuti that says that you need to spend some time around Femi Kuti and spend some time around Lagbaja also. And these are guys who do put in maybe 7 to 9 hours every day. And Femi will tell you he's not where he needs to be because he's not putting in enough time. And you will roll with younger artists who don't even play an instrument, who will not even rehearse. They have a show tonight, they are somewhere smoking and drinking, even backstage before the show. And as far as they are concerned, they get on stage. I was watching what's his name? The old man? The old American. His daughter was friends with Paris Hilton.
Trump.
No. Lionel Richie, God bless you. I was watching an interview on BBC One just a few days ago, and they were saying these days even he misses his lines, that he gets on stage, that he just does karaoke, that once he starts singing, they just put the mic, that all his fans, they can sing along. That's how the bulk of Nigerian artists today are. Okay? Because they know that these people, so you realize that, yes, I've got a good voice. How much work do I need to put into making that voice better? I'm an average songwriter. How much work do I need to put? The fact that the fans are feeling me, the fact that everybody is saying I'm number one does not mean I don't need to put in work. Same thing with acting. Somebody was just saying yesterday that compare the actors of today to the actors of the 80s, of the 90s, and of the early 2000s. That we most likely have more fine faces now, fine men and women doing red carpet and bags and shoes and clothes, than people who actually are putting in work. So you realize that what distinguishes you, and from my personal experience, what distinguishes you is how much work you put in. Forget it. You can be an average comedian. You may even have zero talent. And you wake up in the morning and all you do is watch Alibaba videos, watch Because Cosby videos, watch Basketball videos, watch Julius Ago videos. All you do is go out and look for materials, borrow from here, steal from here, write this one, work, put in your work. And you know, I want to put in 12 hours. You're not distracted. And you do that every day for 52 weeks. Zero talent. And you go and do voice training, you go and get a stylist. You put in all the work that you need to put in because you understand that this is, you benchmark yourself against Alibaba, who is number one. You're like, I want to be bigger than this guy. And there's this other guy who, from secondary school, he's been cracking up his classmates. It's funny. Okay, but he's from one lady to the beer parlor to this one because he knows, and when it does come out on stage, people start to laugh. Give both cases 5 years. And the industry is littered with so many talented people like that who cannot even pick up the mic and perform, who maybe even come to the show drunk. So what distinguishes you, what separates you, is how much work you are able to put in. And not the work you put in before you start or when you do start. It's a marathon. It's how much work you can put in and that you can continue to put in until the day you stop. Now, we've talked about education, how we need to unlearn everything that the conventional educational system has taught and is teaching us. I keep saying it, somebody designed the current education system that we have. I think we need to sit down and look at it again. They don't teach leadership in schools. They don't teach business in schools. Most schools no longer take arts, sports, and languages seriously. When you go to university, you are studying computer science, and you don't even know how to program. Okay, we interview graduates of computer science and all that who don't understand content management. They can't use Joomla or WordPress or Blogger and all that. They are 2-1 from school. So what is important to us? Education, I think, should prepare students to function in a society. So if the banking industry is as huge as it is, if oil and gas is as huge as it is, if entertainment is as huge as it is, if we want agriculture to survive, how should we design our curriculum from primary to secondary and tertiary?